Hi everyone, I'm Austin Mitrione. Sorry for the chaotic, it's not really chaotic from your point of view, but from my room it is, because I'm trying to do a lot right now while also doing this video and another review after this, so let's get to it. Okay, so basically I'm reviewing Season 7, Episode 12 of Pretty Little Liars, entitled These Boots Are Made for Stalking. Let me tell you how much I'm going to rant about this episode. Let me inform you how much I'm going to rant before you watch, okay? Let's get to it. In the episode, Season 7, Episode 12, These Boots Were Made for Stalking, a new student, Addison, stirs trouble for Emily. Meanwhile, Jen returns and tells Spencer and Marco the truth about Noel. Also, Hannah encounters difficulty with Catherine's dress, and Ari is afraid with Nicole back, her marriage with Ezra won't happen.
You have to lock her up right now. I suggest you back off.
All new Pretty Little Liars, Tuesday, 8/7 Central on Freeform, and catch up anytime on demand.
Okay guys, so basically this episode, it was not as good as the mid-season premiere. It was really disappointing. These are the final 10 episodes, and I don't want, like, filler stuff. Like, this episode, it just felt so filler. Like, some stuff in episode 11 wasn't filler. Well, it wasn't filler, but, like, a good amount was, considering these are the last 10 episodes, like, ever, allegedly, supposedly. They should be the last 10 episodes ever. I don't want filler. Like, I know when they were filming this episode, they didn't know this was actually, like, the last season ever. But, like, either way, if you're planning on ending some form of a major storyline in the show, we don't need to know about Hannah's dress for 2 episodes in a row, okay? That's stuff that's unnecessary. Like, I know the main genre of this show is drama, but also it's a heavily based mystery show. Like, the whole background plot is a mystery, with mostly thriller elements. I need that. Like, some moments were thriller-esque in this episode, and I'll get to the parts that I liked, which are basically the thriller moments, but, like, I don't care about Hannah's dress unless it accumulates to something, like it amounts to something, like something with AD or Charlotte's Killer or something. Just something was going on with Jenna and, like, AD and the dress in this episode. I don't know what exactly, but for the most part, it wasn't. So I really hope we get something going on with that, because it just, I don't know what's going on with the storyline. I really hope it doesn't continue, and if it does, it better wrap it up in, like, one sentence of dialogue. That way we can get to the nitty-gritty stuff, because there's a lot they still need to answer, and they don't have a lot of time to do it. There's 7 episodes left. So yeah. So as you can see, Hannah's storyline I wasn't thrilled about. I mean, it featured more of the mystery than the last episode, which I liked, but I just don't think we need Hannah's dress anymore. Like, it's not necessary, honestly. Also, so I don't know what their end game is, no pun intended. Now, let's face it, pun intended, let me tell you. I don't know what their end game is exactly for that, but hopefully it's good. So I liked, let me tell you, I loved the part where Mona confronted Jenna, because she was, like, wearing, like, some copy of, like, Hannah's dress, basically. And she was like, confronted her, and it was like, yes, you're defending Hannah. Like, let me tell you how much I love that Mana moment. Let me tell you, okay? Let me inform you about this, okay? And then when Mona was like, when Hannah spoke after Mona was speaking, and Mona was like, that was Hannah, this is me, or something like that. I was like, let me tell you how great that was. Mona, I love you. I love how you used to be in the first 2 seasons. I mean, I still love you now, but you were my favorite. Well, you were at your best in the first 2 seasons, so I love seeing little parts of you like that. Now, I just love you so much. Thank you for making this storyline somewhat manageable. Now, the ice cream truck, let me tell you, they in my neighborhood every day, let me tell you. Okay, that's my new catchphrase, let me tell you. Alright, Arya storyline. I forgot to mention in the last review, but Holden is back. I love having Holden back. He was great. I loved him in Season 2 and Season 3. I mean, he's not, like, my favorite character ever, but, like, I just love, he was great. You know, he was in some of the OG seasons, so having him back in, like, one of the newer seasons, that's clearly not one of the best, at least not so far. It's reassuring. I love him so much. Someone be ringing in my house. You better answer that phone now. I got an hour and a half to edit 2 videos. Let's go. Alright, well, I'm gonna keep talking. So basically, I liked Arya's subplot with Holden. I really hope that accumulates to something eventually. Although I have a feeling, like, I don't know. I don't know, is Holden even coming back after this episode? I don't know. But I like it. I feel like it was kind of weird that, like, Arya's subplots have been weird. Like, they haven't even been storylines. They're just, like, her moping about Ezra and then crying to about Holden. Which, I mean, I guess isn't the worst thing ever, but, like, I hope she does something else and something other than this, because she needs to do more. Also, so Addison. That's basically the majority of the episodes about Addison. The only reason I got entertained with this storyline is because it was different for the show. I thought it was interesting to see, like, this student accuse Emily of, like, basically being a predator. It's interesting, it was intense, and that's why I was entertained, because it was different, but, like, after I watched, the fans were right. Like, this is a storyline we don't need. Like, it's unnecessary. These are the final 10 episodes. We need stuff about AD, Charlotte's killer, stuff that they haven't answered since, like, season 1. We need answers to that stuff. Not about this new character. And, like, I do think, like, I'm fine with introducing this new character as long as she doesn't, like, become, like, I don't know, as long as they close her storyline before the show ends, because, like, you're having a new character when the show is about to end. Kind of odd, so I understand where the fans are coming from, but, like, as long as they, like, do it right, I'm fine. Apparently Addison is supposed to come back, like, in episode 20 of this season, and, like, nothing before that, so I'm, like, between episodes 12 and 20, there's probably gonna be, like, a year time jump in between them, I'm pretty sure. There's rumors about that. Why? Like, what is she going to do? Like, what is her purpose? So, I don't know. Hopefully they don't mess that up. But, I don't know. I think it's cool. Wait, but I thought it was interesting. Basically, Emily had her round in this game, in this episode for the game, and was to, like, expose Addison. AD seems to be helping the liars, basically. Like, Spencer had her round in episode 11, and then Emily had hers in this episode. And, like, AD had Spencer visit Toby, which probably benefited her and Toby, and AD had Emily expose Addison, which obviously benefited Emily. So, like, why is AD helping the liars? I don't know. Hopefully things get more deadly because, or, like, dangerous because this board game is supposed to be, like, really dangerous, and, like, it hasn't been. Like, it hasn't harmed their lives. It's only benefited them or harmed the people that they wanted to harm, in the sense, if that makes any sense. So, yeah. Also, I like that we got some answers in this episode. We got answers about what Jenna was doing with Noel and Sarah in, like, 7A. So basically, Noel wanted Charlotte's money or something like that. I kind of forgot. But I like the reasoning. It was fine. And according to Marlene, like, Jenna is telling the 100% truth. So we actually got answers that are actual answers and aren't going to get, like, rebunked, like a lot of 610 fun times. So I liked that. I liked the whole reveal of what was going on with Noel. It's fine. I'm satisfied with that. I like it. So I like that little subplot of Jenna coming back. Oh, I liked Hannah's scene with, like, I don't know, she was in some cage. I think AD sent her there. She's in, like, some, like, cage thing, and, like, AD was attacking her or something like that. I don't know. Like, it wasn't filmed well and acted well. I'm not blaming Ashley. I think it was, like, the directing of this episode. I don't know, it was just a really, like, the scene did not get executed very well. Like, I didn't feel intense at all. But when Hannah got hit by the thing, it didn't look very well. Like, they've done effects better. Like, they can do effects better. They're not usually bad at stuff like this, not usually. But, I like that scene, and yeah. Overall, I'm excited to see what's gonna happen next. The following episode looks very good. I cannot wait. Looks so good, like the best of 7B so far. And thank you for watching this video. I give Season 7, Episode 12, These Boots Were Made for Stalking, 3 out of 5 stars. Only because Addison's storyline entertained me. That's probably why I gave it 3. If it wasn't for that, I probably would have given it something under 3. But I give it 3 out of 5 stars, and thank you for watching this video, and bye!